Okay, it is about that time. Time to do a really cool transaction. Boom! What's good, guys? For a chill stream, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not very chill right now. It's been quite a while since my last stream, and I've been away for quite a while. Like, I think you guys have been able to tell. I've basically been making like one video a week instead of my original schedule of 3 to 4 videos a week. But I am now back making another stream just to update you guys on what's been going on with life and also things we might do in the stream. I don't know. I just want to get you guys in the loop of what's going on. How are you guys doing? Dark and Z, what's good? Config, what's good? DJ Nikes, what's good? What's good? How are y'all guys doing? We are here back in the YouTube Cozy Chill House. But yeah, I don't even know where to begin with the things that I'm going to be talking about. It is just, a chill Sunday. I'm glad you guys are going to be spending your Sunday with me. I don't know if any of you are watching the Super Bowl later today. I'm not the greatest Super Bowl fan, but I know a bunch of people are, so... But yeah, glad you guys are going to be chilling with me for this Sunday. Before Monday rolls around and then we all got stuff to do with school and work and whatever other projects that we've got going on in our lives. That's just how life be, But yeah, I'm glad I'm back doing another stream. The last stream I did was the Game Jam. Like, quite frankly, I haven't done a chill stream ever since the Game Jam that we did in late December. Because I think I've done 3 streams in total in this entire channel. So the first one was just a chill stream. The second one was also just a chill stream. The third one was a Game Jam. And now here we are, the 4th stream. After like 30 videos on my channel, this is basically where we're at right now. So yeah, oh man, I don't even know where to begin right now. Like, I'm kind of at a loss for words. It's always very hard for me to just come onto stream and just be like, hey guys, so I'm gonna be talking about a lot of things, and I want you guys to be in the loop of everything that's going on and everything like that. And since it's been a while since I've done a stream, the little like nervous tension is just back to me. It's like I haven't gotten to the whole swing of things of being a streamer yet, but it's just something I felt like I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to see how you guys are doing. It's been a while since you guys have been seeing me outside of like the tutorials that I've been making on my channel. This channel should grow into something big. You're right, person. I don't think I've seen you in my streams before. But yeah. From now on, I think like February 14. So I think that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this Wednesday is going to be the 4th month anniversary for this channel, ever since I started. But technically, I've been making developer-related videos on my channel ever since June, and I've been making videos on YouTube ever since I was like 10 years old. So I don't know if you want to call it special or not. This channel being 4 months into whatnot. Stevan, you are new here. Well, welcome to my hideout, or if you're in my Discord server, or just in my community in general. Let's see. Nah, this channel was the best I've seen because it explains very well, and I'm trying too. I'm glad to hear you say that. DJ Nikes, how much time until the next Game Jam? Okay, that is something I did want to get into, talking a little bit about the Game Jam. I was already talking a little bit about it, so I might as well just branch into it. Okay, so I mentioned earlier, the last stream we did was the Game Jam, and it's now been, I think, over a month, like a month and a half since that Game Jam has happened. I just want to talk about my experiences with that. The experience with the Game Jam, it taught me a lot of things. It taught me how to mess up with my technical capabilities. It made me realize how bad I am at what I do with technology. But another thing is, it's made me realize that you guys are very, very talented with the games that you create. But I don't want to go too much into talking about the game jam. All I want to say about the game jam was that it was a very, very, very cool experience to have. I'm so glad I was a part of it. I'm so glad you guys were also a part of that game jam too. I wanted the game jams to be a regular thing on my channel until I realized that the game jams are it's so time consuming, and especially when the day comes around where I have to go through all of the games in the game jam, it's so stressful. Like, I don't think I told you guys what happened after the game jam was over, but basically, I was doing the game jam for like about 3.5 hours or so, and by the end of it, I literally couldn't speak. Like, it was actually that bad where it's like, if I was to like speak with my family, I'd basically just be talking so softly, so quietly, because I just couldn't raise my voice. It was literally killing my throat just trying to speak, because I was presenting myself to be so energetic and playful and whatever else while we were doing the game jam. Did I have to be like that? I definitely did not have to be like that, but I just thought it kind of made the game jam more interesting, at least in my opinion. I thought it made the game jam more interesting. So after the game jam was over, I literally couldn't speak. I didn't want to speak, and the nerves like around my body was like literally pulsating because of how much energy I presented or showed during like those 3.5 hours of the game jam. It was very, very stressful, but it was so rewarding. It was so much fun by the end of it. I had such an amazing time with that game jam. So that is basically what happened after the game jam was over. But now to answer your question, DJ Nikes, about when the next game jam is. So I wanted to address things that are going on in my life right now. But to give you a short answer, I'm gonna say that the next game jam is going to be at a time where I'm not dealing with studies. Ideally, when spring vacation starts, so it's like when I get my like 1 week long spring break, or the summertime. And I know that sounds like quite a while from now, but it is what it is. I don't think I'd be able to manage and host a game jam while I'm doing my studies at college. It's just, it's a little too much on my plate. At least, like, to me, I think it's a little too much on my plate. So that is to answer your question. Keep on the grind, person. Thank you so much. Yeah, and that game jam was very buggy too. To talk about my submission, Dark and Z. If I remember, Dark and Z, you were the one that had the gift delivery submission, right? Where it's like everyone joined into the server. There was a timer on the top of the screen, and then we had to go through each house to deliver a gift, and you had to make sure you didn't deliver that gift to like a broken house or a house that was on fire. I remember that's what your submission was. That was a great submission. I hope you're still working on that game. Like, I kind of just want to be hopeful that you guys are still working on your game jam submissions even after the game jam is over, because I want you guys to, like, I just think it sounds really cool if you made a submission on my game jam and then that game turns out to be like a really cool game that gets a lot of players. I don't know. I like to be hopeful about those sorts of things, because that just sounds really cool if like I ever see something like that. But yeah, you do you, man. Dark and Z, keep on the grind. I hope you become a better scripter as time goes on. Hope the stream goes well. Thank you, DJ Nikes. Okay, I am indeed working on it. Major updates is coming, but it's so slow. Yeah, I mean, when we all have to balance school, which I imagine all of you are partaking in, you guys are like probably in high school, middle school, maybe somewhere around there. It's pretty tough balancing studies and also trying to develop your skills to become a better game developer and just a better programmer in general. It is pretty difficult. So I only hope for the best for you, Dark and Z. I hope you decide to pull through, get all the game or like get all the features you want to add to your game and make it bug free, because when I played it, there was a bunch of bugs on there. So I'm gonna hope that your game also becomes bug free as well once it's released. Corporal Chicken, hello to you. Thank you for joining the stream. Yo, this channel has the best tutorials. Your videos gave me motivation to dedicate myself to learning development on Roblox after a 1-year break. Thank you. Oh, that's very nice of you, Al3. thanks for coming on to the stream to tell me that, and because it lets me know that for people who are watching my videos, it's like it's giving people motivation. It's giving people a reason to learn Roblox game development because it's fun. Like I just think it's fun to do. Like just in general, I think it's very fun to do. Let's see. What else are you guys saying? Again, like I'm still trying to get my Q&A game like perfect. I'm still trying to like nail it down, but I'm still not the best when it comes to Q&As. So I'm gonna try my best when it comes to that. Okay. Hey, Braun. Arthur Games YT. I think you got the wrong guy. But I know it's directed to me. So, how do you study script? I think you might be saying, how do you study scripting? Okay. How do you study scripting? That's there's a bunch of ways. I think you can probably be a bit more specific on what you mean by like your ways of studying scripting. But if you're asking me like what are some of the strategies to learn scripting, I would say if you're watching tutorial videos like mine, I would definitely say applying it and also just copying exactly what I do, like type it out word for word, and then just try to experiment with the code that you've just written down by copying somebody else is a really good strategy to do. I don't want to go too much into detail about that because there's many ways you can study scripting, like using the dev forum, all that sorts of stuff. I think a lot of us here already know or are familiar with these strategies, but that's one strategy I can give you for that. Okay, what else are you guys saying? So let's see. How am I doing, Super Dash? I am doing very well, but I'm gonna be completely honest, I am quite nervous right now, because anytime I start a stream, I always just think to myself, like, oh my god, what the heck am I gonna be talking about? What am I gonna be doing on the stream? It's like, I wanna get on this stream so that I can let you guys know what's happening with my life right now. And just to remind you guys that I am a person too. Like, I'm not just somebody who's coming in to drop a video randomly once a week. You know, while not addressing anything else that's happening in my life, because I want you guys to be in the loop of that sort of stuff. But yeah, Darken Z, thanks for the feedback, and yes, I'll be sure to fix all the bugs. You're very welcome to that. DJ Nikes, your game has so many bugs. Oh man, yeah, I just find it to be very satisfying when you do have a lot of bugs, and then you just go on like a bug fixing spree. Just like go through all the bugs that are in your game and then just fix them. And knowing that it used to be a buggy mess to now something that's actually working, I just think that's really satisfying. Okay, Mr. Showerman, have you made any popular games, Brawl Dev? I have made... Okay. Okay, you know what? Like, I guess, like, yes, I have. Actually, I'm gonna get back to your question, because now that you do mention it, I can like tell you. I think I want to tell the story of like my first game that just randomly got big. So I'm gonna go back to your question. Okay. Darken Z, do you think of making milestone videos, like a video for hitting 5K subscribers, which you need to hit? I honestly think milestone videos, they sound pretty fun, but what the heck am I gonna do with milestone videos? I'm trying to think. Like if I reached 5,000 subscribers, what would I do? I don't really know. It's like, you know, I reached a number, and then I would have to reach the next number, and then the next number, then the next number. I'm like, what? It's like if I have a milestone for like if I have a video for every milestone, like I don't know what I'm gonna do for each video. So I mean, if you have suggestions for that, I'd be glad to take them. But yeah, not gonna lie, your tutorials are the best, man. Like, I have been working on a game, and really, every once in a while, I come by to your channel to look at your tutorials. Thanks for the videos, man. Thank you so much, Toxis1. I hope I'm saying your name properly. Again, like, that's kind of what I do here a lot, is that it's actually interesting that my videos give more motivation than I thought, because I thought my videos would just give knowledge and the ability to learn more to become a better developer, but I didn't expect my videos to give motivation, like a lot of motivation. I found that to be quite surprising, but thank you so much for your kind words, I guess. Your channel is the reason I didn't quit programming, yet your tutorials are so good. Keep up the work, bro. Thank you so much, bro attack. What are you studying at university? What is your major? So that's a good question, Cinco. I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm no surprise. I'm studying computer science because when I got introduced to programming when I was like 14 or 15 years old by creating Roblox games, I figured that is the thing I want to do in life. I just want to study computers and just, you know, code away at whatever I'm trying to do because I just find that to be very fun. Not everybody finds that fun, but I just find that to be fun. So that is what I gotta say to that. Hola, me. I don't even want to say that. Hectorian, this is an English-only speaking server. If you're gonna be speaking to me, you better be speaking in English. Oh, okay, you did. Jokes aside, take your time, man. No hurry. All right. I sold a plugin for 70 Robux to a person who owns a 1 million plus visit game. Are you proud of me? That sounds like an accomplishment, but let me ask you, Hectorian, what was this plugin and why did a 1 million plus visit user buy your plugin? If you're giving me that much detail, you might as well give me more details. Okay, Corporal Chicken, would you ever do the making a game in 24 hours or something like that? I've been debating about it, but the thing about those types of videos is that I'm honestly not really a fan of like the challenges videos that you see on YouTube. Like I don't really know how to describe it, but it's just those types of videos, it doesn't really feel like me, if that makes sense. Like at least like right now, I don't feel like those are the kinds of videos that I would enjoy creating. At least like that's kind of just how I would think. Like my life is already stressful enough, you know? Like if I put a lot of stress into even making like doing a challenge on Roblox Studio, like bro, that I'm gonna like fall apart. But maybe in the future. Right now I'm not really considering it, but it's definitely a possibility. This channel is straight up the reason why I have so many people I can work with my games. Oh, that's honestly really great to hear, Config, because that honestly is one of the greatest things I like to see with my community is the people who are just interacting with each other and creating games with each other, like finding people in my Discord community and just making games. I don't want to lose sight of the thing that I said I wanted to do ever since I created this channel. Like my really cringy, like you guys know what I'm talking about, right? You guys know what I'm talking about, the really cringy my mission video, which was like the second video uploaded to my channel. I'm not gonna play it for you, but it's kind of like a reminder of like why I'm making these videos in the first place. And sometimes I do like to just go back to it and watch it because it definitely gives me motivation. It's like self-motivating to just watch it. Okay. Sup, you are the best programmer, bro. How did you learn so good? I love your videos. Thank you so much, Mike Ain't Your Bro. Well, what I can say about how I learned so good... Well, okay, assuming you're asking me how did I learn programming so good, is because I just simply did it. I just kept working on a Roblox game and multiple Roblox games because I just thought it was very fun to do. If you love what you do, then you're naturally over time just gonna like what you do. And over time you're just gonna naturally get better at the thing you're doing. It's quite as simple as that. Bro Attack, which programming language can you code to, such as JavaScript or Python? I can program JavaScript and Python, so I'm in my 6th semester of college, and my classes are biting me in the ass. Okay, I just wanna like preface that. But yeah, I do know quite a lot of programming languages. Like ever since I've started programming, my first programming language was Lua, obviously to create Roblox games, and throughout my computer science curriculum, I've had to learn a lot of programming languages. I don't want to go too much into detail with that, but basically C, C++, C#, Ruby. I'm just thinking of a few off the top of my head. Java, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. Well, okay, HTML, CSS is not a programming language. It's a... Okay, well, yeah, you kind of get the idea. I know quite a bunch. Okay, Mr. Showerman, what are your favorite Roblox frameworks? I would say the one that sticks out to me right now is Datastore 2, I forgot who created Datastore 2, but dude, honestly, like especially recently with my videos, I was showing you how to implement data stores in your Roblox game. But there are some inconsistencies and there's a lot of limitations to Roblox data stores that I like to use Datastore 2 because I feel like it's really simple. But I never experimented with some of the, I think, more modern, better ones like Profile Service and some of the other things. But out of all the frameworks, like the community created frameworks, I would definitely say I like Datastore 2. There's probably other ones, but I can't think of it right now. So that's my answer to that one. Hello, man. I just want to tell you that you are the best and thanks for all. I love scripting, and with you, I love it more, so thanks. You are the best, man. Sorry for mistake. I'm French. Don't worry about it, Zerty6. Like, I get that it is very difficult if English is not your native language when you do program, because it's kind of like programming languages, I feel like they default to have like an English understanding. So it's like you have to interpret your native language to English and then learn that language. Because I've seen people, I know there's this one guy who I think he's Portuguese, and he basically writes his variables and names in Portuguese, but then he has to change what the actual English name of the properties or attributes in the game that's English to is, like, confusing because you have to like swap between one another. I forgot who it was, but I remember like there was this Portuguese guy in my server, and he has to have like a blend of Portuguese and English in there. So I definitely do find it to be a challenge if English is not your native language. Oh yeah, DJ Nuggets, that is you. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I saw your code. It was if that was me, thank God English is my native language, because if that was me, it would be very confusing. Can you make a simple plane? Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys right now. I'm not very experienced with creating vehicles in Roblox. When it comes to adding vehicles, I just use a free model and then just modify the scripts just a little bit so that it is configurable and applicable to my game that I'm creating. I've never made a car or like a vehicle or a plane or anything like that from scratch. But I would definitely say if I were to do that, that would be a very great learning experience to do, because there's a lot of object-oriented programming involved in that. There's like a lot of physics involved. Actually, now that I think about it, physics is also something I can talk about in a future video. So I hope you guys look out for that too, if I ever decide to do that. Okay, I cannot lie, but whenever I hear any YouTuber just say what message I've sent in the stream, I get so excited for no reason, even if it's the people I know. I feel like that just naturally happens, just randomly. Like, if you have somebody, like, no matter how big or how small the streamer is, if you get noticed in the chat, that's just like, you know, it makes you feel important, you know? Because I basically do the same thing as well. It's like if somebody reads my message and like say it out loud on the stream, I'm like, oh my god, he did it. He said my message. Or just like something like that. Yeah. But yeah. How does it feel knowing that there are people all over the world to see you? It is a kind of scary feeling. If I were to go back to one of my if I were to go back to my first video where I spoke for the first time, it was very, very nerve-wracking. I was like so scared that like people were gonna like heavily judge me because I haven't made videos in so long. Actually, you know what? Let me change my window. Roblox window. Yeah, I think this works. Can you guys see my Opera window? Well, I'm kind of viewing my own stream right now. You know, Streamception right there. Okay, let's see if I can change my window to go over to my older channel. Yeah, I think you guys can see the stream. Oh yeah, also, I have like a little webcam down here on the bottom right. I have like this little circle. I think I can select it. Yeah, there we go. Got this little circle. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I've been making some updates. Okay, let's go back to my old channel. Just like scroll down here. I have like a bunch of videos up here I haven't uploaded in 6 months. Here is my beginner's tutorial guide if for some reason you're not aware that I have a beginner's tutorial guide. Let's go down, let's go down. Okay, it's this video right here. let's chill, catch up, and talk about Roblox. You might notice that between these two videos, if you look at the dates, this one was from 6 years ago. Oh, I did not mean to click on it. Come on, go back. Okay, 6 years ago, 10 months ago. Do you see the do you see the difference there? That's a very massive difference. If we look at the date of this video, this one was from June 2nd, 2017, and this was just me making a tutorial on how to get event prizes when that used to be a thing. June 2nd, 2017. That was a very, very long time ago. And then we go back to this video right here. This is the first video I introduced my voice, and this was the first video that that was like, hey, it's been 6 years. How are you all doing? Sort of thing. Because if we look, April 8th, 2023 is when I started getting back into the swing of making videos on YouTube, and this time introducing my voice. But you notice that I'm here in the log cabin, but the lighting is just so bad. It's not as good as it is right now, and you can see that this is also my old avatar, and it's very, very primitive because I basically just took the log cabin that I found as like in the free model as a toolbox and just slapped it in without adding a whole bunch of stuff. And let's see what I sound like. Let's see what I sound like in the first like 5 seconds.
Hey, hello. This is kind of a weird video to like begin with because I haven't uploaded in like what, almost 6 years now.
Nah, I do not want to hear the rest of this video. It's 45 minutes long of me just sitting down talking about the most random stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. I literally woke up like one random day and I went on like the voice memos app and I just hit record and I was like, okay, so I'm so tired right now, but I need to get rid of this freaking like this like fear that people are gonna judge me. And like it's this fear that keeps like it's gonna keep growing the more I delay like the inevitable. I wanted to continue making videos on YouTube with my voice, but at the same time, like I need to do something to break like that awkward barrier. I had to just make the worst video possible and just upload it. I was like, you know what? I don't care. Like I'm slipping up my voice a lot. I sound very cringe. I sound very tired. I just talk about whatever's on my mind. It's like as soon as I wake up, and then I just finish the video, upload it just completely raw, and then there we go. 95 views, 2 views. Incredible. Yeah. And moral of
wasn't too strict on copyright as well. That's
oh okay. Okay. I think we're back. But anyways, what I was saying was that yeah, it's people do have weird upbringings. I'm just gonna say that. Like when I came back to YouTube and started making videos again with my voice, it was very bad, and I can even say right now it's still pretty bad. There's still definitely room for improvement, and yeah, ever since that point, I've basically just been making my videos on my channel, and it's just been very, very cool. A very cool experience. It's been a very wild ride. I guess you could say that. Okay, but let me switch back to my regular cam. Here we go. Okay, but what did you guys think of that? I mean, we only saw like 5 seconds of it, but there you go. That's kind of like my upbringings. That's where I came from. If for some reason you guys, if some of you guys didn't know about that. Okay, how can I be verified in the Discord server? I can't see anything about that in the server rules. Sorry if I missed it. Oh no, you're good. My server is still pretty scuffed, I would say, in terms of like the content and also the rules that are in the server. Basically, you have to just do /verify, and then you should have a Bloxlink verification link to then verify yourself. Because what should happen is that you should be joining into the game initially. And oh no, not the game, my Discord server. You should be joining into my Discord server initially, and then Bloxlink should automatically tell you that you should verify your account. At least I think that's how it goes anyways. I could be wrong about that, but that is I think that's how it goes. But for some reason, for some people, it just doesn't work. So you have to do /verify in my Discord server, and then you should be able to get verified. I hope that answers your question, Cinco. Let me know if that works. Let me know if it doesn't. Your videos are the best. Never quit. Thank you so much, Mike Ain't Your Bro. Okay, Let's see. Yo, can I make a community tutorial on making vehicles because I'm good at it? Well, dude, like, you don't have to ask me for permission. You could just go. Okay, hold on. You could just go straight into my Discord server right here, right? Go to either resources. Actually, yeah, resources. You can go to resources, click up here, and then just make your resource post saying that, hey guys, like I want to give you a tutorial on how you can make vehicles. If you didn't know that this channel existed, then this is basically where you can just share like any resource that you might know about. And yeah, if like that's what you're referring to, like you want to make a community tutorial on my community Discord server, then you can do that here with the resources channel. So yeah, we have that as well. Okay. Okay, what else are you guys saying? Okay, there's two things I want to do. So one of them is, or no, there's one thing I want to do, and that's like give you guys the story of my Roblox game that randomly got big. Like it got very popular for no reason, and then I've never been able to reach success that big ever since. But we're gonna get to that in just a little bit. What else are you guys saying? For how long have you been programming on Roblox Studio, and do you think you have fully completed studying it? And when do you think I can get ready to create my first game on Roblox? That's a good question. Mike ain't your bro. I'm gonna give you the short answer. So I've been programming on Roblox since 2015, like roughly around there, 2015, 2016. And what does fully completed studying programming on Roblox Studio mean? Because the way I see it is that there's never an end to studying Roblox Studio or programming. It's like you can never be like a 100% master at it because there's always new things being added to like the Roblox game developer scene. So I don't think there's ever a reason for you to feel like you've completed learning Roblox development. I feel like it's like playing an indefinite game of just learning, of constantly learning new things and constantly being able to implement what you know into Roblox Studio. It's kind of just like, you know, continuous learning, like playing it the long game until you feel like you want to stop. That's basically my mindset when it comes to that. But let's see. Oh, let me just turn on Lo-Fi Hip Hop again. For some reason that turned off. I think it's because I was trying to play my cringy comeback video. Okay, but anyways, and when do you think I can be ready to create my first game on Roblox? Well, okay, it depends on how big, how small, or like what kind of game you want to create on Roblox. I would honestly just say start like from day one. If you're trying to learn scripting, just watch like one video of like beginner's guide to scripting and just start like immediately. Like if you're interested in making games in Roblox Studio, don't delay it, just start right now. That's what I would say to that. Oh man, okay. Okay, Mr. Showerman, you left out a lot of important functions from your C-frame video like to-world space and to-object space, as well as the multiplication operator. Wait, did I talk about the multiplication operator? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, I forgot. Okay, I feel like, yeah, C-frames is a very big concept to talk about, so it would have been very hard for me to talk about everything that C-frames have to offer, but I feel like I did get like a lot of the important aspects of C-frames, and I thought I did talk about two-world space, unless it was something different. Like, I know I didn't talk about two-object space, but I definitely talked about two-world space. I'm pretty sure I did, if I like looked back at the video. Okay, do we need to be good at maths to be better and better at scripting? I would say math is definitely a big part of game development on Roblox especially. So yeah, I would say the better you are at math, I would say the better you would get at scripting. Just like on like a surface level, I would say at least. Okay, Bro Attack, how many months, weeks did it take for you to understand all the Lua basics? And could you wait, what? And you could code small stuff by yourself. Again, like, I think this goes back to what I was saying earlier with one of the questions that I answered, but I basically just started making a game as soon as I had interest in learning how to make Roblox games. Like, it was okay that I didn't know what I was doing because I knew that struggling was going to give me more progress to get better. So yeah, that's like basically all I want to say about that. That old mic made your voice sound so much deeper. LOL. Yeah, my comeback video. That's true. I had a crappier mic. Okay, I like smaller Roblox YouTubers who make videos about interesting, more complex topics, like Sufi Kainer Okiniski. Okay, I've heard of the first two people. I actually haven't heard of Crusher Fire, but I'm glad you associate me with like a specific kind of Roblox game development YouTuber. I appreciate that. Thank you for the verify help. You are very welcome. I'm glad I was able to assist you with that. Okay. Okay. Everyone keeps. Okay. I'm gonna stop answering questions for a bit. I'm just gonna answer this one question that people keep asking me. What is my most popular game? Okay. I feel like I need to give you guys like a background, a little bit of a background of how this most popular game came about and how it's basically been like the most impactful part of my entire Roblox studio journey. Okay, I need a sip of water for this one. Okay, you guys keep asking, what is my most popular Roblox game? I first want to answer this by saying that I've been creating Roblox ever since I was like 14 years old. I was like 15 years old, and I was like, yeah, you know, these games on Roblox, these are so cool. Roblox is my childhood game. I want to be able to make the games like these other popular Roblox developers are on the platform. So I spent a very long time just using all the resources that were available back in the day just to like learn and make my own Roblox games. And so after like a couple years, I've made a bunch of Roblox games, some small projects, some big projects. None of them were ever too massive or anything like that. I'm actually gonna like change my screen just a little bit so that you guys can see. Oh, got a little lo-fi hip hop here. Yep, very nice. Okay, let me go to my profile. I'm gonna show you some of the games that I've worked on my Creator Hub. Let's see. Because I have made a lot of games. I've made quite a lot of games, so I'm not gonna go through all of these games, but I'm gonna go through some of the notable ones that have led me to where I am today. Okay, so as you can see, I've made a couple games. I've made a game called Cafe Tycoon, colorful obby that literally just looks like nothing. It looks like an empty base plate. Sword Fighting Tournament, Old Broken. Again, I feel like at some point in the future, I just want to like play these games with you guys just to like retrospectively see how bad of a Roblox developer I was, till eventually it led me to become like the developer I am today because of it. But yeah, I've had a lot of games, like quite a lot of games. There were some notable ones that I was proud of. There were some that I ended up finishing, some that I just stopped finishing, or no, there was some that I was working on, wanted to finish, but then never finished it. It's a very tedious process as a Roblox developer where it's like you think of a great idea and then either something goes wrong during the development process where the game doesn't get finished, or you hit a roadblock, or you just simply lose interest in the game that you were initially creating. So yeah, they all sucked. I agree, Config. They all sucked. They definitely did. Okay, but here's what I'm gonna say. So after like 1 or 2 years, or even like 3 or 4 years of just passively going onto Roblox Studio to create a game and then not make Roblox games, it was like the same process over and over again. From 2015 to 2017, I would say, like the first 2 years of Roblox game development, it was all kind of just the same stuff. I was basically just thinking of a game idea, making it, and then it didn't go through as planned. But then there was this one game idea. There's this one game that I made. It was called Skyscraper Tycoon. This was when like people used like Zednov's Tycoon kit. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with it, but let me show you what this game looks like. I'm not gonna like make the game public or anything like that, but I just want to show you like the development that has led to my most popular game. So I'm gonna be going a little in depth with what's going on with how I basically led up to how I led up to my most popular game. It sounds very, very pretentious. I'm building up so much for like probably nothing. So, anyways, here's the game. Very basic. It's. Oh wait, hold on. I don't know if you guys can see this. Here we go. Okay, now I think you guys can see it. But yeah, this Tycoon is very bare bone. It's just the Zednov Tycoon kit, which you could just buy stuff, do the droppers, just spam it, get a lot of money apparently for some reason. I think it was just because I was just testing it. But yeah, I think you guys have seen this sort of tutorial or Tycoon kit before. It's like it was the most bare bone, basic, most popular Tycoon kit around like the 2015, 2017, 2018 era. So I wanted to make my own Tycoon, but I didn't know what Tycoon I wanted to make. This was just called Skyscraper Tycoon, and that's all this was called. It wasn't like anything too fancy or anything. But yeah, I'm just gonna delete that. Not interested in that anymore. And I'm just gonna quickly go back to my YouTube Cozy House place so that I can go back to my creator dashboard once it's over. I shouldn't constantly play these games because otherwise it just kicks me out from the YouTube Cozy House, and then, you know, it's gonna take a whole bunch of time just to like get back to set things up properly. So this is probably the only time I'm gonna join the game. But yeah, anyways, what I wanted to get at here was that I wanted to start creating a Tycoon. So I decided to make Skyscraper Tycoon. Wow, that sounds very nice. But yeah, let me just set this back here. There we go. We are back to normal. Let's see if I can still show you my screen. Yep, there we go. Okay. Okay, so we're back here. I made Skyscraper Tycoon, but it was not a finished game. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It was not a finished game. I basically just wanted to make a Tycoon, and it was pretty bad. So I decided to just continue on with what I wanted to do. Wasn't so great or anything, but then it was until this point where I was like, Skyscraper Tycoon. What if I like decided to put a theme to this Tycoon rather than just Skyscraper Tycoon? Because that just sounds very bland. So what I decided to do was add a theme, but this was for Halloween. So this is the Roblox Halloween 2017 Tycoon, and you could tell it's old. 2017 was a long time from now. So it was basically like the month of September, and I was working on this with one of my close IRL friends, and we basically grinded out trying to get this game to be complete before Halloween came around in 2017. And no surprise, I did not finish it. like me and my my partner, we were not able to finish this game in time, and we just decided not to release it. We decided to just drop it halfway through. So my Skyscraper Tycoon failed, my Roblox Halloween 2017 Tycoon failed, and I just felt like I was in this constant loop. I was trying to figure out like what works, what doesn't work. So then I decided to try and go for like a better theme, and just experiment with other types of themes so that I can make the Tycoon based around it. So I thought about a bunch of them. I thought about a bunch of them, and somehow it led me to think that I wanted to stick with the theme of the future. Ooh, the future. Like, basically, what ended up happening was, after thinking about Skyscraper, after thinking about Halloween, I was like, you know what sounds pretty cool is the future. So I wanted to make a game based around the future, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted to call it. Did I want to call it Neon Tycoon? Did I want to call it Future Tycoon, Enhanced Future Tycoon? I don't know what I wanted to call it. I wanted it to be related to something with the future. So by the end of it, I decided to go with the title Enhanced Future Tycoon. I don't know if I can find a good example of my game in my earlier stages, but basically, I stuck with this theme, and I slowly, for the next 1 or 2 years, during 2017, 2018, and then even like leading up to 2019 as well, I made a game called Enhanced Future Tycoon that was about the future, and it was using the basic Tycoon kit that I showed you guys. It was like the Zednov Tycoon kit with my previous 2 Tycoons. So I decided to stick with the theme Future Tycoon, or whatever, Enhanced Future Tycoon, and then I uploaded it, and nobody played it. So no surprise there. Nobody played it, and what ends up happening was just out of nowhere, this was like around early 2019, I think, when my game just all of a sudden decided to get really popular. Now I'm going to explain why it got really popular. So my game that I created, it was called Enhanced Future Tycoon, but it had multiple iterations of the name. I can probably show you what it looks like if I open up Studio, because I think just talking about it isn't really that interesting. I want you to be able to see the game itself. So I'm just going to open up Roblox Studio. I hope you guys will be able to see this. Okay, I want you to be able to see my amazing projects that I've created, because it went through so many iterations before it became the game that it is right now. But essentially, this tycoon that I created became pretty massive, and I did not expect it to be pretty massive. So I've loaded into the game now, and this is called, or the original name of this game was called Enhanced Future Tycoon. I don't know. Okay, let me change my screen so that you guys will be able to see this. I'm actually going to just open up my whole desktop so you guys can see it. All right, can you guys see my screen right now? I hope you guys can see it. Oh, no, hold on. Okay, can you guys see this? I think you guys can see this now, this Roblox Studio place. So this is a tycoon, as you can see. It's a tycoon that has 8 tycoons in here, and it's very colorful. It's like futuristic, like, I guess. I don't know if you think it's futuristic, but I think it's pretty futuristic. This was essentially the game that for some reason got popular, even though I was not expecting it. Like, for some reason, for a lot of developers, the games that they least expect to get popular just ends up getting popular. But yeah, this is like the classic this is just like a normal base plate with like a leaderboard. You've got 8 tycoons. Each of them have their own factory color. And basically, if you decided to like go over here, then you could just work your way to a very nice factory that's taken place in the future, I guess, for no reason. There's no lore, there's no story or anything like that. You're basically just working on your tycoon until you eventually reach the end. So it's very bare bone, it's very basic, I would say. It's like you just keep progressing up, and then you eventually reach the very top. And the last thing that you get, or the last thing that you buy, is this big orb thing right here, and then you basically complete the tycoon. That's all this entire game is. So this, oh, it's lagging quite a bit right now. Okay, but anyways, so this game took me a year and a half. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This game actually took me a year and a half to create, because for one, there were so many times where I was just making the game and then I decided to just drop the game, and then for some reason I would just come back to the game to work on it again. It's like there's this constant like shift in me just wanting to work on the game, not wanting to work on the game. But then as I slowly kept building the tycoon, the more motivation I had to just complete it. And I was like, you know, out of all my games that I've created, this one I'm actually the most motivated to finish. So that's exactly what I did. Within the next year and a half, I basically just struggled so much learning Roblox Studio concepts and just adding it to my tycoon to eventually have a finished game. This was the first finished game I've ever done, and I published it not expecting to get any visits or whatsoever, but then like all of a sudden randomly just one day it decided to get a lot of visits. And this was without the use of like heavy advertising with like ads and sponsors and things like that. Like, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Like, the success that this game got, I don't know if it's deserved or not, because it just happened so randomly. Like, I'm gonna tell you what happened. So this was during my junior year of high school. I was like 16 years old. The game was already published. Like, it's been out for like a few months, and I come back from school. Like, I come back from my school bus and I walk home, and then I go onto my phone, and then I check like my Discord community that I had, and I looked that there were so many people that was joining my Discord server. I was like, wait, why is there so many people joining my Discord server? My game isn't even that popular. So I go to I basically go home, and then I open up my computer, and then I look at the games page, and it had like 1,000 people playing at once. Or no, before it was like 500. Then it boosted up to 600, 700, 800, 900, and then 1,000. And then I remember, like, it was a very specific period where it peaked at like 1.4k concurrent visits. And I was like, how is that even possible? I didn't do any sort of advertising. I didn't do any social media marketing or anything like that. I was basically just some kid who made a game without expecting there to be so many visits. It just happened so randomly. I don't even know how. But because of that, I was like in panic mode because there were so many people playing my game. It definitely wasn't a perfect game. Like I'm gonna admit that. Like it wasn't the most perfect game ever, but it was a complete game. And people were just playing it. They kept playing it and playing it and playing it. And then like eventually at some point it just died down to have like 0 visits. But it was during that period. Like I remember this was during March of 2019, and this happened throughout the span of like a few months until it decided to just die down randomly. And if you guys want to see the games page, I'm gonna go to the actual game itself so that I can show you guys. I'm not kidding you with everything that I'm saying here. Like it sounds made up, but this is the game right here. So it's called Cybernetics Tycoon. So the original name was, oh wait, can you guys see this? Yeah, you guys can see this. So the original name was Enhanced Future Tycoon. Or no, before it was Future Tycoon, then Enhanced Future Tycoon. Then I decided to rename it again to Cybernetics Tycoon. And I used to be the owner of the group that owns this game. So if I go to Blastburg Studios, I'm not the owner anymore, but I used to be the owner when I was creating this game. I'm not the owner anymore because I sold this game off to somebody else, and then that person sold it off to somebody else. So I don't have ownership of it anymore. But this is the game that I made. Back when I was spending like a year and a half just developing my skills as a Roblox developer. But as you can see down here, the visits, that's a pretty big number. Not gonna lie, 6.2 million visits. It's got a lot of favorites. It's got a lot of badge owners for all the ones that are down here. But I've noticed that there's been a lot of changes to this game ever since I sold it off in 2019. But yeah, basically, I spent a year and a half making this game, developing my skills, and then I just sold it off randomly. Like after it got popular, after it died down, I basically sold it off to somebody else who wanted to take ownership of the game. And I'm actually glad I did that because like this was during the time that my game was slowly starting to die off. So I basically sold the rights to the game in the studio to somebody else. And it was at the specific time that it decided to die down. So I would say that was actually a win in my book for doing that. But at the same time, I kind of just want to cherish like the adventure, the journey that I had from basically spending a year and a half on a game that I just found enjoyment making, and then to all of a sudden having a game that became my most successful game and is now no longer like part of my ownership. I don't have ownership of this game anymore, but I used to when it was at its prime and during like its early stages. Okay, so how much did I sell it for? I don't know if I want to disclose any of that information. I don't want to disclose exact numbers, but what I do want to say is I got a pretty big USD cut, and USD is like the American currency. I'm pretty sure you all know that. It was pretty massive. As like a 16-year-old, I would say it was definitely something. Oh, okay. But after this game came out, or actually, yeah, I think I've basically said the story of like basically like the games that I made before this game came out, and then, you know, the popularity of it, and then the death of it, and now it's kind of like remained stagnated with zero people. Like nobody's playing it now. And I do have to warn you, you should not play this game right now. I'm gonna show you exactly why you should not play this right now. But basically, if I play this game right now, I mentioned that when I sold this game to somebody, they sold it to somebody else, and then that person sold it to somebody else, and then that person sold it to another person. And so now, what they decided to do was completely change this game to make it look like this. It looks so ugly. Like, okay, first of all, what's being presented here is a loading screen. You can't see the loading screen because it was created under a group, so that's why it's not being displayed properly. It got moderated by Roblox. But yeah, this is not what the game used to look like. It looks kind of ugly, I'm not gonna lie. Or okay. I don't want to be too harsh. It's not ugly necessarily, but the use of like, oh my god, like the terrain, the toothpaste, what is it? The toothpaste grass, the mountains. Like, it's not ugly, I would say, but it's not what the game used to be. Again, I don't want to like discredit someone or like the person who redesigned this game. It's not terrible, but I feel like the game that I had was much simpler. Like, if you saw, this is what the game used to look like. This is what it used to look like until it got ownership from a different person, or the most recent owner, to then change the game to what it is right now. But I think this is supposed to be what the new Tycoon looked like, except they just never finished it for some reason. But yeah, I actually remember this game looking more ugly, like when I played this game a while ago. I think they actually changed it recently so that it doesn't look as bad now. I think I'm being a little too harsh with this game, but before it looked very bad. I think right now they actually made a couple changes to make it look better. It actually doesn't look too bad, but does the Tycoon even work? I don't remember if the Tycoon works or not. No, the game does not even work. You can't even play the game properly. Like, that's how much they massacred this game. You can't even play this game anymore. Damn. Yeah, like that, I'm pretty sure that is the reason why there's nobody playing this game. It's because the person who now has ownership of this game massacred it, and now you can't even play it anymore. But yeah, that is basically all I wanted to show with that. I'm gonna X out of that. I don't feel comfortable playing that game. That game is it's a part of the past. I don't want to look back on the past too much because when I sold that game, it went through a bunch of ownership changes to someone who basically just left it to die, essentially. I don't even know like why they broke it, but they did. That's apparently like how it turned out to be. So yeah, guys, what did you think about that? Did you that is basically okay, so I think like that's pretty much where I'm gonna conclude the story with that. The story with how I basically came about with learning how to create games on Roblox and then making a Roblox game that I didn't expect to get popular anyways. And I've never made a game that was as popular as that. So yeah, that is pretty much the entire story of it. I mean, I don't know what you guys thought about that. I'm 16, but I can only print Hello World. Hey, dude, like, there's everyone starts at their own pace, and everyone starts at a different time. Like, there are some people who like come out of the womb just who are good at programming and like pick up programming when they're like 5 years old. So you don't have to like think so much that, you know, it's too late for me because I started programming when I was like 25 years old. Like, you can start programming at any time, I would say. Did I earn anything from this game, Nazar? Yes, I did. I earned quite a lot of Robux. It was honestly the most amount of Robux I've ever seen in my entire time at Roblox. Again, because here's the thing. Not only was this like getting like millions of visits, but also I was a solo dev for this game. Like, that was something I forgot to mention, that I made this entire game by myself without the help of anybody else. I did the building, I did the scripting, I did the UI designing, I did all of it. And yeah, because of that, I was able to take 100% of the revenue to do whatever I want with it. I could DevX it, I could put it back into the game, I could do whatever I want with it, and I got a lot. I got a lot from it. Like, it was a little too much, honestly. Before, like, especially when I was like in high school, late high school. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about that. Like, I'm very grateful for that happening, because it was out of pure like luck, I would say. I definitely did not deserve that, but okay. Let's see. So, what else are you guys saying? Well, I guess you guys are like helping each other in the chat, like as we speak. You guys are having problems with like Roblox Studio, and then you guys are helping each other in chat. That's like the dedicated like collaboration that I'm talking about. Oh man, that story I just said, it killed my throat a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Bro, you saw a little baseplate game getting famous? For what reason? Oh, actually, I do know one reason that might happen. It's because, like, I do know it's very common for exploiters to just go to, like, a famous game and then just, move people into a random game, like a baseplate or something. Because if I remember correctly, that's what happened with Adopt Me at some point, right? With Adopt Me, back when that game was at its, like, very controversial days, there was this incident that happened where people, or like a group of hackers, basically sent people from Meep City into like an empty base plate that was like corrupted or something. And I don't know if this is the same case for this random base plate that got popular, but I definitely remember that was one big thing that did happen a couple years ago. You also got popular with luck. Okay, well, it's a good thing I'm not the only one here then, Vegas. Because, yeah, again, my game, it kind of felt undeserving, but at the same time, I'm glad I was able to go through that experience. But, let's see, what else are you guys saying? Are you planning to create a huge new game, Nazar? Yes and no. So, I'm trying to release, I'm currently working on a game right now with, two of my friends. And the thing about that game right now is we are kind of taking a break from it because we're also busy with college and just other things that are going on in our lives. I'm busy with making videos on my channel, so I barely have time to work on Roblox games right now. So as of right now, I'm not working on Roblox games, but in the future, it's definitely like a big consideration. It's something I consider a lot to do, but I'm just imagining like how it would go. Now I have like a community of people who love to make Roblox games. Like I'm thinking we could probably do something fun, like as a community, to like create a game or something. Like I'm just imagining like if we had a game where I was able to live or like live share the game to like all of my fans. Can you imagine if like I basically turned on Team Create and all I had to do was just copy a link and then send it to you guys on Discord so that you all have access to the game? Imagine how insane that would be if that was a real thing. But yeah, basically to summarize, I am currently in the process of creating a game, but right now I'm taking a break from it. And I definitely do want you guys to experience the game once I do finish it with like that I'm creating with like me and my friends. But yeah. My dev team is awesome. I'm glad to hear you say that, Ram. Because there's a lot of people out there who can give you a lot of issues with creating games. Like for one thing, miscommunication. That's a very big thing, and a very big reason why games don't turn out very well. It's because you guys think of doing one thing, but then this other person thinks of doing another thing, and then you guys get into an argument, and then you guys just, I guess, don't commit to the game itself. And then there can also always be some other things that come about, like other issues and stuff. But yeah, it's very tricky. It's very tricky to like work with someone because there definitely are trade-offs to work with a team versus working by yourself. But I'm glad you were able to find a great dev team. Because for me, my dev team that I work with, they're like my friends, which made it so much fun to do. Like I actually had so much fun making some of the games that we've created because they were my friends. They didn't feel just like workers trying to get something done. We like hung around a lot, and that's just what made it really fun. And I definitely encourage you guys, like if you guys have friends who do make Roblox games as well, or do something related to Roblox game development, try to like reach out to them and just like make a game together. Like especially when you guys are on like a voice chat or something, like you guys are on like a voice to voice basis. It adds so much like level of fun to it if you know somebody who's like kind of your friend. They're not just somebody who can work with you to like try and get something done with Roblox Studio. I'm talking about like an actual friend. It makes the process so much more fun, especially if you guys have like a voice chat together, like you guys are on a voice to voice basis. That's like one of the big recommendations I would have. That's one of the big reasons why we were able to create like such a pretty great game, not a very popular one, but such a great game, like in our opinions, because it just felt like we were having fun with what we were doing, and that was like our biggest motivator. Oh, Mr. Showerman, when is the next game jam? I've already answered this question before, but basically, I don't want to try and do a game jam while my studies in college are happening. So it's either going to be when this spring break comes around in March, or when the summertime comes around. So it's definitely not coming out soon. I'll tell you that right now. But once it does come out, I am expecting a whole bunch of great things to happen when that time does come. So yeah. I'm making a game with a guy that I met in your Discord server. That's really great to hear, DJ Nikus. That's one of the things I love to see with my community. Again, like I said, it's really motivating if you are working with somebody that you know on like a voice-to-voice basis. If it feels like you're working with a friend versus an acquaintance, like you have a huge advantage over other people. So that's kind of what I encourage you guys to do if you decide to join my server and just talk to the people in there, because that's what I love to see. I love to see people be successful using like the resources that I have, like you guys using the resources that I have with my community, my videos, and just doing something really great with the knowledge that I'm providing to you all. I'm working on a game right now that I will hopefully be a turning point for Roblox. I can't say too much about it, but it's something massive. Bro, like Ram, I'm pretty sure you were one of those people that said that you didn't feel fulfilled with all the games that you made in the past. Let me go to my Discord, because I made a announcement, I think like up here. Yeah, so I basically asked the question with the poll, like on a scale of 1 to 3, 1 equals bad, 3 equals great, how much have you lived with fulfillment and regret for the past 3 months? This can apply to your skills in Roblox game development, goals, or life in general, and it's a plus if you made goals for 2024 and you haven't dropped them within the past few weeks. or just like something stupid like that. Like Ram, you said that you didn't feel very fulfilled. I wonder what the reason was. I mean, if you want to share it to me, or if you don't want to share it to me, that's fine. But yeah, there were actually some of you guys who didn't feel fulfilled, and like that kind of like left me wondering, like, oh, I mean, like if you guys didn't feel fulfilled, I mean, I'm really curious to know why. Versus like the majority of people who either thought that it was a pretty middle ground experience, but also a really great experience. So that's pretty interesting to see, at least like with the poll that I made. That while ago. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people in my dev team are friends. That's great to hear, Ram. No one in my high school makes games. Dude, you have to, bro, just go up to your friends and say, do you like Roblox? And would you be down to make Roblox games with me? Just like say that to them and then like see what their reaction is. Their reaction is probably gonna be like, nah, bro, I don't even know like where to start. They're probably gonna like hesitate so much to like try and do it if you just like randomly ask them that. So I don't know if you should take that advice from me or not, but like I'm just saying, if you can't find people, like you might as well. There's alternatives. You can find people online, or you could try to encourage people you know in real life to make games with you. Because I would actually say that like the closer your team members are, like if they're like your best friend working on it, you guys will have so much fun making games on Roblox. Like that's very important. Like I would say, at least. Okay, no one in my high school makes games, but the people from Brawl's Discord were pretty cool. We did some projects in there. That's very great to hear. Okay, can you help me understand how to create a module framework? I would probably be able to do that at some point in the future, but yeah, I don't think my specialty is creating a module framework. If you're talking about like a module script, then I've made a video on that. Unless you're talking specifically about like a framework that people can use, that, you know, the ones that people upload on like the dev forum and they put like documentation, all that sort of stuff. I'm not like a huge expert in making like really massive frameworks. but I feel like that's definitely something I do want to look into in the future. Okay, Ram, you reached back. So, I mean, I was just going through a rough spot during the time, but I think it's getting better. That is really great to hear. I mean, like, I completely understand. You don't have to like say any more than that, because yeah, right now I'm also in a pretty tough spot. But I will say this right now. When I made the post saying that things were very like things were going pretty bad for me, it was very struggling because I was kind of getting like sleepless nights a little bit. Not sleepless, but like less sleep than I normally would. And there were a lot of moments where I was just like overthinking so much because there was just so much to do. I had to do this, I had to do that, I had to do a whole bunch of other things like that. So when I made this post saying that for my life update that I wanted to kind of take the time to relax on my channel a little bit, like kind of shift my priorities to like other things, that made me feel so much better about myself because I now have realized that you guys are still watching my videos even after I reduced my upload count, because you guys are like the videos are very good as they are, so you shouldn't sacrifice like upload your strict upload schedule for lesser quality videos. And like, well, when I saw some of you guys say that, like that was that was actually very nice to hear. But yeah, I made like a goal for myself, like some sort of like a vow, some sort of promise, saying that I don't want to abandon you guys just because like things are getting a little tricky in life right now. I want to continue what I started like almost 4 months ago. Like I want to keep going with what I do with my videos, because I know these videos, they're helping you guys out a lot. I still have fun making these videos, and I still want to put in the effort and time to make these videos and put them out onto the channel, because it's benefiting me, it's benefiting you, and it's just very positive all around. So, and I'm very glad I stuck to that. I'm glad I didn't abandon you guys like I potentially would have, because things are better now. It's still not like amazing, but it's definitely better than what it was like 2 weeks ago. Like I'm still gonna be sticking to the consistent upload schedule of once a week, because that's definitely more doable than once every 3 or 4 days. So I'm just so glad you guys are still watching my videos even after all this time, even after like everything that like I've went through up until this point and things like that. I actually am curious to know like how much have you guys improved ever since I started my Brawl Div YouTube channel. Like I want you guys to here actually, here's what we're gonna do. So if you guys are in the chat right now, I want you to rank yourself out of 1 to 10. 1 is like you haven't made that much improvement at all. 10 is like you've made like so much improvement over like these last 4 months with your Roblox game development skills. Out of 1 to 10, type in the chat right now, how much have you improved your Roblox developer skills? That can be scripting, that can be building, that can just be any other knowledge or just like skills that you have when it comes to Roblox development. Kind of want to see what some of you guys have to say right now. For me, I would say with Roblox scripting, I would put that as, I'd probably just put it like a 5, just because I haven't been making games, but I have been learning quite a lot from just researching these topics and then just making videos on them. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna put it as a 5. That seems a little too hard on myself. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I think a 7 out of 10 is actually a lot better. Oh, okay. I'm seeing a bunch of results in the chat. Okay, 7 out of 10. 10? Yo, that's incredible, Ram boys. 8 out of 10. Oh, dude, 1 out of 10. Mr. Showerman. I mean, do you want to like speak about why you feel that way? I mean, you don't have to, but I'm kind of curious to know that you gave a 1 out of 10. Ruefy 8.5. QJCTA 7. 8. I've made improvements on building. That's really great to hear. Silvason 7 out of 10. Config 10. I'm so satisfied. Thank you, Brawl. You're very welcome. DJ Nikes 8 out of 10. That tasks and data storage videos help me out so much. M1 Sick Owan. Not significant improvement. Okay. Well, Let's see. 8 out of 10. I've learned so much, but I've also wasted so much time. I lost. Oh, you lost skill. Damn, that's quite unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say to like losing skill, because that's also something that does happen. Like if it's been a very long time since you've done something, and like you just like either don't have motivation to come back, or things have gotten difficult, or just other things are happening in your life right now, that's not allowing you to constantly apply your skills to what you know, then yeah, losing your skills is definitely something that can happen. That most certainly has happened to me many times. Like whenever I would take breaks from making Roblox games, I would literally have to refresh my memory on certain scripting concepts because I would just literally forget how to do them. And so, yeah, it sounds very reasonable. If it's been like 4 months or something and you haven't applied your skills to what you've been doing, then that makes sense. But that doesn't mean it's the end of the world. So I hope you get better with your skills over time, Mr. Showerman. Okay, what else are you guys saying right now? You know what? 9 out of 10. I've made such a huge improvement on my building without Blender. That in itself is hell impressive. Yeah, dude, that, honestly, I would say that's pretty impressive too. Honestly, like, even after all this time that I've been very good with Roblox scripting, I'd still say I'm mediocre at everything else. Like, I think some of you guys know this already, but I'd say I'm very great at scripting, but I'm pretty mediocre at building. I'm pretty mediocre at UI designing. I'm pretty mediocre at modeling, Blender, using all those sorts of things. Like, I'm still mediocre at all those things. It's just like, I really like one aspect of game development, and that's programming. And I guess debugging too, to make sure that things do work. So, yeah, that's very great to hear that you've made that much of an improvement. Okay, Roofy, what do you think your next scripting tutorial topic is? I don't want to give away what the next topic is. You guys are just gonna have to figure that out. Because once again, I'm very comfortable sticking to this week-by-week basis of just making one video a week rather than making one video every 3 to 4 days. I definitely do like this structure a lot more than what it was before. But yeah, you're just gonna have to find out what the next video is gonna be. It might even be like part of my GUI tutorial guide. I have been lacking with my GUI tutorial series, and that's because for some reason I just feel like waiting a whole week just for a GUI tutorial doesn't feel as worth it as waiting for a scripting tutorial. Like, I don't know what you guys think about that. Like, do you guys think that like waiting an entire week for a GUI tutorial guide is worth it? Because to me, I honestly don't think it is. That's why I feel kind of iffy about my GUI tutorial series. I don't know if I want to just hold off my GUI videos for right now, or if I want to try and incorporate that within the week. But I don't want to focus too much time onto my videos right now because this channel, I will be completely honest, it's not one of my top priorities right now. Before, during winter break, and during the beginnings of this channel, it was like my top 2 priorities. But now it's like this channel's down to like the 3rd or 4th priority out of like all my other ones. Like, I still want to commit to this channel because it's helping you guys out, and it's definitely made a big impact on my life. So I don't want to abandon like this journey, because that sounds very silly of me to do. I don't see a reason why I should do that. So I did more Roblox than schoolwork. That's valid, honestly. Like, I commend you for that. Honestly, my parents are mad at me for how much work I'm putting into making games. Damn, that's crazy, Ram. I mean, like, if you're neglecting your studies, I don't know if you want to, like, let's say you're failing, like, your grades, then I would say you should probably put, like, a little more time into... It's very fun, but, like, bro, if you're, like, literally failing your classes because you're making Roblox games, I don't think you should be focusing that much time on your Roblox games. That's just my opinion. Okay. Bro. Hello, you've helped me learn scripting so much. Can you make a video about math functions and metatables typewriting? Well, typewriting is a very specific thing, and that's with the use of like string manipulation. So I kind of get what you're saying there. Metatables, that's something I plan to talk about in the future. Math functions, that's also something I talk about that I plan to talk about in the future. Yeah, why do I not have that as part of my scripting guide? That's really weird. I feel like I'm just gonna like randomly add this into the tutorial. Just randomly out of nowhere. I'm just gonna do that. But thank you so much, AssureFS, for watching my videos, finding my videos to be helpful. I'm glad that my videos I'm creating are helping you guys a lot. Like, honestly, like I've been thinking about this recently. When I created my Game Passes video yesterday, I don't know if you guys have watched that, but I like to do the intros a lot, where like there's like the structure that goes on, right? So it's like you got the intro, you got the conception, then you got like the actual implementation, and then the ending. I honestly do like the structure of my videos, and I think you guys do as well. It doesn't have to have amazing editing, but I do want to have like a good intro for these videos, because I know you guys love the intros, or at least I hope you guys love the intros. I hope they're not too cringy. But there's just like certain things I love to say. Like once I show you guys an intro, I'm like, all right, let's think about this concept that we're doing so that we can incorporate this into Roblox Studio. I want you guys to nail in some important things before we go into the videos. But it's really crazy that over time I was basically just incorporating like structures to the videos, with like, especially with the conceptions one. Like randomly I just decided that when I was making the task functions video, I'm like, what's a good way to represent these task functions? Oh yeah, I'm just gonna use blocks with Roblox's new drag detector. And so I did that, and for some reason people really liked it a lot. So I kept on doing that with some of my future videos. I did that with the data stores video. I did that with some of the other videos on like my channel. It's a very commonly occurring thing that happens on my channel, but it's actually very crazy like how much my videos have improved in terms of quality ever since the first video. Let's watch my first tutorial video that I made on my channel, just really quickly, just for nostalgic purposes, right? Like we love watching stuff for nostalgic purposes, right? Okay, we are back on my channel. Okay, going back down here, this is the first ever video. This is the first ever tutorial video that I made. Roblox's beginner scripting tutorial number 1, being familiar with Roblox Studio in 2023. This was uploaded on June 12, 2023. It surprisingly is getting more views than I thought it was, at least like compared to back then when it basically got like 10, 20, 30 views. So yeah, definitely like my scripting videos, if we compare this to what it was before, it's improved so much over time, I would say. Like, let's just watch like the first couple seconds, or we're just gonna like go through a little bit with this video.
All right, welcome to my beginner's guide in Roblox scripting. If you clicked on this video,
My beginner's guide
shows all of the contents that the game that you're trying to create has. It's kind of like a
So I'm basically I kind of like have the intro where it's like I copy the Dev King, right? Here's the thing. I don't know how much you guys watch the, or I don't know if you guys watch the Dev King, but let's go to the Dev King. I look up to this man so much. He's like one of the big reasons, or one of my big inspirations to make a Roblox development channel. Let's go to his oldest video. His very first video was beginner's Roblox scripting tutorial, Roblox Studio Basics. I do gotta say that my series is influenced by the way this guy makes his tutorials. So yeah, once again, this is like my 50th shout out to the Dev King, but let's see. His first video, if we watch this.
Alright, yo, what is going on, guys? So, this is my first video. It is the Dev King here. I know my name is kind of cheesy, but I hope you guys enjoy the name, actually. But anyways, it is the Dev King here, and I'm going to be starting my scripting, or beginner scripting tutorial. So, this is it, guys. Basically, in this tutorial series, I'm going to...
Okay, but basically, this guy has, like, my structure of my tutorial series it's literally the same thing as this guy. It's like I have the Roblox Studio pulled up. I'm like, okay, so it's like, if you guys want to make Roblox games, you have come to the right place with this tutorial, and then we're going to go into Roblox Studio. I'm going to show you around with Roblox Studio's basics. I basically do the exact same thing here. Like, I in order to, like, get somewhere, I basically just copied what the Dev King did. But instead of like watching his videos directly and then incorporating it into my tutorials, I just like kind of I didn't watch his videos, but I took like some of his like titles. Like number 1 was Introduction to Roblox Studio, number 2 is Printing, and then like you can kind of see the resemblance a little bit if I show you the actual playlists. Like if I go to my beginner's guide playlist and then I go to the Dev Kings playlist. Oh, I think I saw it over there, but it was like over here. Beginners playlist. So 19 videos, 20 videos. But if we go down the list, we can see that being familiar with Roblox Studio, printing, variables, there's like some alterations with this tutorial series compared to the one that was over here. But overall, it's like very, very similar. It's just this guy's tutorial series is much older than, or it's
so that's pretty simple.
Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't want to play that. It's much older than this one that I created. I mean, mine's is also less popular, but we're not going to look at the numbers here. We're not going to look at the numbers here. We don't care about the numbers. Oh, bro, I'll turn that down. Was it a little too loud? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry if that was a little too loud. But anyways, yeah, that is like a little bit about the series. My beginner scripting tutorial series is pretty. I don't want to say like plagiarized or like I identically like the same or copying somebody else. It's like I didn't watch other people's scripting videos. I kind of just like saw like how people structured their scripting videos, and I kind of incorporated it into how I would do it. So that is basically like where my beginner's guide came about. And I was pumping these videos out like once every single day. Like making these beginner scripting tutorial guides were so much easier than the ones I have today. Like literally, if we go to this video, which is return statements.
Welcome back to my Roblox beginner scripting tutorial series. My name is Brawl Battle, and in this episode we'll be talking about return statements.
So it's like it's all in one take. This video is 5 minutes long, and I basically just talk about, you know, what are return statements inside of functions.
We're going to return result like this because it's
basically just, yeah, guys, put return at the end of a function, and then that gets returned back to a variable, and then you can print that variable to do whatever else you want to do with it. It was 5 minutes long, like, and it was all in one take. Like, if you look at the videos I have today, it has so much like it's much longer. I have intros and I have conceptions and like, you know, all these sorts of things. The concepts themselves are just more complicated to explain than, you know, explaining them in 5 minutes. Like it's definitely a lot more work than what it was in my beginner's tutorial guide, but that's why it's called the advanced tutorial series, not the beginner's one. But I would definitely say, like, I just want to like take the time to just appreciate like how far I've come with my channel. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers. I have 34 videos, and I would say my videos, they still reasonably get views. But I'm just waiting for like the long game of just, I don't know, blowing up or just like branching off into other types of videos to just like expand on like the kinds of videos that I'm making right now. It's quite a long journey to go through. Like there's gonna be a lot that's gonna go through with this channel, and like I'm gonna say this right now, you guys watching the stream right now, like I can already tell you guys are better than like most of the people who kind of just like searched up just like how to look for something, found a video about the thing, and then just look at it, and then they get mad that they're like, oh man, this video did not help me, and then they just like leave. Like you guys are not one of those people. Like I know, like I've recognized some of you guys here, and you guys have been here for a very, very long time. Like Bram, DJ Nikes, Mr. Showerman, Vector 2, like you guys are, I've seen you guys for quite a long time throughout this journey. Well, those are only just to name a few. I recognize a lot of people in my community who've been with me and who are still with me after all this time. And I can't thank you enough for believing in like for believing in the videos that I do, the community that I'm trying to cultivate and everything like that. Like my priorities aren't or my priorities towards this community and channel aren't as massive as they used to be. But I'm just like so thankful for like where like how much progress like we've like not that I've made, that we've made. Like this is literally a community effort. It's like not just from the videos that I've created, but also from you guys just interacting in the server and just like helping each other out, making games together. It's like this is a community effort, and that's just something I'd love to see a lot. Okay, but it's time to stop being cheesy. What else are you guys saying? So you should make a series where you do stuff in studio for fun. I can do that. There's actually like a couple series that I have planned for this channel that I know you guys will like a lot, and these are series that I haven't seen that many people do either. So it's definitely going to be very interesting later down the line whenever I start to incorporate different series onto the channel, because right now what I'm doing is just GUI and advanced scripting. That's all my focus on this channel is about right now. So it's a very slow progress, but I believe in the future growth of this channel, where I'm potentially going to branch out into other types of content that may be related. And yeah, it's a very, very long process, but I again, like I hope you guys like stick with me for like this journey, because this is a very long journey that we're about to go through together. Yo, Bram, I forgot there was a stream. What did I miss? We missed quite a bit. We've been in the stream for like an hour and a half, but I'm gonna leave this stream active, or I'm gonna like upload the stream to my YouTube channel so you can just like skim through, watch back if you want to. But yeah, we talked about quite a lot of stuff. So that's it's basically the gist of it. Let's see. Sorry for the repeated question, but do you have any plans to cover exploit mitigation and tactics? Stuff like how to do proper checks and how to implement more stuff to work server side only. That is very interesting to like. That is a very interesting thing to talk about Inferno Pyro. I believe Sufi. I keep forgetting this guy's name. What's his name? Sufi Kaner. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, but like I have been watching his videos. They're very, very informative. He talks about more of the niche, like difficult topics that you don't normally hear people talk about when it comes to Roblox, like Roblox development. So I do have respect for this guy, Sufi Kaner. He's a very great Roblox game development YouTuber. He talked about, what did he talk about? He talked about it was security, right? Security exploits. I'm trying to find it. Stop exploiters setting humanoid states. Roblox Studio tutorial. I think it was this video that I saw. It was very interesting the way he talked about like how this is like a practical thing that exploiters do, and he basically did that in studio and showed the technicalities of it. I thought this was a very great video. And then he had another video. Yeah, it was Stop Hackers and Exploiters Roblox Scripting Tutorial. This was more on like the broader side, but again, he talks more technical, which is something I do find very fascinating. So would I make videos like this? I probably would. I'm not gonna lie. Like just talking about like general things that developers do that developers should stop doing to, you know, make it so that it's not so easy for exploiters to exploit their games is, I feel like that's something I should definitely talk about. But yeah, I think that's definitely something I'm going to do. That's a great suggestion, Inferno Pyro. Okay, Sheezy, can you make a tutorial on how to create a round-based system with player turns, like card games? I've definitely made round-based games. I feel like for a lot of developers, round-based games are just one of those beginners games that people do make on Roblox. But card games specifically, I've not made one of those, but it would be very interesting to know how those work if I'm trying to create them. Okay, and then Inferno Pyro. Yeah, I've seen some of his stuff. It's pretty helpful with the topics it explores. Unfortunately, it doesn't go too in-depth, but I'm new to Roblox, so all the depth I can get is nice. I do completely agree with that, and that's very valid. All right, Ram. I may not be as active as others, but I like to be here for the whole journey. Well, if you're talking about the whole journey, then oh man, you better like stick around for what's about to come for the future. Like if you're like declaring right now that you're gonna be here for the whole journey, then that lets me know that there's going to be at least one person who's going to stick with me this entire journey. So like you better keep yourself accountable to that one, Ram. Like you said, you're gonna be here for the whole journey. So if that's the case, then be prepared for what's about to come. Okay. Let's see. What else are you guys saying? Okay, Harusko, what program do you use for thumbnails? Okay, so I'm gonna give you like a very simple answer. And basically, my avatar here, just Roblox Studio. That's it. Like I don't even use Blender. Like I used to use Blender, but I'm like, bro, when they updated Blender to the new Blender, it's so difficult to use because all the tutorials that I've seen on Blender uses the older version of Blender. I think it was like Blender 2.8, 2.7 or something, where it's like they completely revamped the UI and they changed, like they moved around a whole bunch of stuff. So it became so confusing to use. All of the tutorials that came up before the update was basically outdated. So Blender is like a literal nightmare to like try and learn. So I basically just decided that for my avatar, I would just use Roblox Studio, and then I would put it behind a green screen, and then I would just take out the green part and put it onto a software called Paint.net, and then just use like the same format that I have with like the Roblox Studio background. Have like a banner that shows like what I'm going to be talking about, have like this background with like code and whatnot, and then go to vector icons. So this website right here, vector icons, or no, it's called Flaticon. So I go to this website and some other ones too, but it's primarily this website where I basically just go through and just search up like whatever I need to search up. Like let's say I wanted to search up code on icons, then I would just take one of these and then just copy it and then just paste it onto Paint.net and put it over this. And then that's basically it. Just change the title, change my sprite. I made multiple sprites, just change it depending on like the order of like the video. And that's it. That's all I have to do. So I hope that like answers your question. But it's not anything too fancy. Like it's really not too fancy at all. But yeah, that's basically how I make my thumbnails. I had to revert to old Blender because my graphics card is too outdated. Damn, that's very unfortunate. But yeah, that's quite interesting. That's I don't really know what else to talk about. I mean, I think like I've pretty much gone over most things. Just wanted to catch up and see what y'all were doing and just talk about like, you know, what's been going on with me, talk about like what you guys have been up to, just like knowing like what you guys have been doing like as a whole, like in general, because I kind of do like to just stop by sometimes and just like, you know, let you guys know that I'm a person too. I'm not just somebody who just randomly comes about making one video a week, just dropping in to like spread some knowledge and then, you know, leave again for a week. I kind of do like doing these streams. I don't know how often I'm going to do these streams. It's probably like once every 2 weeks, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, just to like update you guys on what's been going on. But yeah, let's see. Okay, I think like that's basically where I'm gonna end it. But there is one thing I want to do before we leave. I just want to like show you just like a little bit of my cabin that I've been improving on. Oh, what the heck? Why is this not? Okay, let me just get rid of this. Go to this. Oh, okay, it's a little dark right now. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's fine. Okay, so I've been doing like a couple cool things with my log cabin. So basically, I still got Newbert here. This is like basically a reoccurring character that I had in my older series. Like if you watch, I think it was my what is it? My scripting challenges video that I have in my beginner scripting guide. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but if you're still a beginner scripter, I advise you guys to try these challenges that I have here. Like I'd say this is actually a very high effort video that I put down. It's like 50 minutes long. But yeah, if you guys don't know the Brawl Dev lore, basically we have a character named Newbert, and this guy basically represents like, oh wait, you guys can't even see it. Shoot, I hate I hate when I have to do this. It just does not work sometimes. Okay, let's open up this. There we go. Okay, here we go. So, this is my 7 beginners Roblox scripting challenges to try in 2023. Like I said, if you're a beginner and you haven't watched this video, I highly recommend trying out these challenges because this is actually a high effort video. Like, comparing this intro to my current intros, I would actually say I put in more effort in these intros back in the day just to like test out my editing skills. So, like I said, let me just like give you an introduction here. Let me just like play the intro of this video.
Young little Newbert doesn't know anything about programming, but wants to make the games like the ones on his favorite platform. He searches for beginner Roblox scripting videos on YouTube and finds one that's 18 videos long. He spends the next couple of days tirelessly watching every video and even follows the instructions given by the person behind the videos. But it seems like he has forgotten a lot of things he learned after watching these videos. Perhaps he hasn't been applying his new skills in practical ways, or lacks guidance on what to do next. These simple factors can prevent Newbert from progressing from a noob to an absolute pro. That's why I'm here to help him on his journey. If you're new here and have no knowledge of Roblox scripting, well then, what are you doing? Go click the link in the description to watch my complete beginner's guide to Roblox scripting. You're not welcome here! Okay, but on a more serious note,
So cringe.
I believe this video will help you become more familiar with the fundamental aspects of scripting for beginners. So, in essence, I have 7 challenges for you to try in this video, and here's how it's gonna work. I will describe the objectives for each challenge, and you will have the opportunity to try them out on your own. And then afterwards, we will come back to the video and watch me go through the process so we can compare answers. This serves as a review for those.
Okay, I don't want to like. I basically showed you the Newbert part, right? Okay, so yeah, that was like my avatar or like character. That's like part of the Brawl Dev Brawl Battle lore, where it basically resembles like somebody who's very new to scripting and like doesn't know how to script. But you notice that my editing was really good for this video. Like I remember out of like this entire video, that like editing for the intro was honestly the best part. It was really good. But yeah, Newbert, he's like somebody I want to like show on the camera more. I just like haven't seen any like practical use, or I haven't like found ways to incorporate Newbert onto the videos, at least like my more recent ones. But I definitely do want to do that. It's just like a little cute thing to add. I mean, I don't like to use that word, but yeah, you get the idea. Okay, all right, that is basically the last thing I wanted to show. That I think that's pretty much where I'm gonna end it. So thank you guys for joining the stream. We're almost 2 hours into the stream, which is actually very surprising. I noticed that some people joined back onto the stream. Unfortunately, the stream is just about to end right now. So if you just joined onto the stream, then my apologies for that one. But I'm gonna have to like end the stream now so that I can go about with the rest of my day and the rest of the week just in general to continue doing studies, balancing everything else that's going on in my life right now, and also the videos that I'm putting out on this channel. Like, just knowing that you guys are still like making Roblox games and are very motivated to continue working on Roblox games because of my videos and also my community, it's very, very heartwarming. Like, I always keep saying this, but like I don't know how else to describe it. I just find it to be very heartwarming. It's like, you guys keep watching my videos, you guys keep interacting with my community. I just like, I can't thank you guys enough. It's like, I just love seeing it so much. Okay, but that's basically gonna be the end of it. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. If you guys are watching the Super Bowl, I'm not too familiar with the sports teams, but let's hope the sports team that you vote for if you watch the Super Bowl wins. But with that being said, I'm gonna head out now. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. So that's basically gonna be it. Take care, guys. I'll be seeing you whenever the next video is.